Hey everybody, it's Tyrolan, episode number 26 of Neverwinter Nights 2. Let's kick this off right away by loading screens. Last time, you can remember, we fought a demon and learned that he gave the shard to... Whoa, people are dead. Or dying. Thank the gods you're here. A man with a glowing tattoo, or with glowing tattoos on his face, came in here with a pack of demons, and he's still upstairs now. He murdered Evelyn at the door, and if he's not stopped, he'll... Please, you must do something. Alright, let's go do stuff. Let's go do stuff. Let's go kill people. This is why we couldn't come upstairs all those videos ago, because it's a quest area. Yay. Yay. Wow, people are dying all over the place. Well, let's kill these guys.
Prepare to become.
Ironies. Ow. Ow. Stop casting spells on me. Guys, get in here. Guys, quit being stupid and get in here.
Alright, I can do that.
Get the bloody hell in here. Ow. You know what? Screw it. We're going back to you. Keep killing things. What's that? Conceals. Let me cast darkness. Great. It's alright. I have blind fighting, so that helps me out, actually, in the end. And magic missile storm. It's like... Well, this thing's almost dead. That wasn't me. Okay. Did they kill Quora? You killed Quora, you bitch! That was an unnecessary casting of that spell. Come on, die.
Nature will have its say.
Die. Thank you. And I'm slowed or dazed or something here. Take those bolts. Take that stuff. Looks like there were soldiers up here at one point. That broke free. Can we rest up here? I doubt it. Just take all this stuff. Loot? No. No resting is allowed up here. Okay, then we'll go back downstairs. Because I want to be able to rest, damn it. They killed Quora, and she needs her health. So... Yeah, we can rest down here, which is fine by me. Resting and back upstairs. Spells all back. 5-second rest. Let us continue. The only door that's not open is this one. Guys, come on. Doesn't look like there's anything lootable up here. So this looks to be the only room to go into. Let's go find out what's in here. Hey, look, it's the dude.
Ah, reinforcements. I'm afraid you are too late to save this one. And if it is the shard you're after, I am afraid I have that as well. It seems to me all you have left is your life, but that is easily corrected.
What are you casting? Oh, those are nasty. Yep, of course he's gonna run away. What do we got? Let's see, examine. Their challenge rating is easy.
Whatever gods you worship.
La la la, la la la. Well, they were supposed to be easy. They apparently are not. Apparently I can't hit them for the life of me. Got knocked down though. Good job. That one's dead. Kill this one. Kill them all. And they're dead. And a healer's kit. Alright, what's our journal say? Well, let's go tattle to Lord Nasher again. Do. Why are you bark-skinned? Are you almost dead? He might be. Oh yeah, he's almost dead. Weird. Well, we'll rest again. We just can't win with these shards, can we, folks? Where are they? Here we go. Oh well. Let us continue forward. Really have nothing better to say. I'm sorry. Run, 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 get things. Run, 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 get things. Run, 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 come back. Run, 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 get things. Kind of annoying. Da 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 da. Oop, nope, this way. Da 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 da. Running around. Yep, we don't have anything to give you yet. So, let's continue. What is our level at? We got a bit of ways to go. Loading. I'm so tired today. I went out last night to karaoke, and it was a fun time, but I don't sleep well when I drink, and I need to get this recorded for tomorrow, and I wanted to play. I'm just sorry my commentary is going to suffer horribly for this. I'm going to be very quiet through a lot of it. I'll try to be witty and funny as much as I can, but right now I am just really, really tired. But the show must go on. Okay. Asher, why do you have to live so far away? I know you are a lord. I don't think you're a king, but you're definitely a lord. And of course my voice is like a little scratchy like this because I drank and sang, and it's not a good combination. Into the castle. Plus, my neighbor downstairs smokes, and I had my windows open for 2 nights, and it kept coming out. Ooh.
What happened to my home? How did my manor get so dark and cold? I'll have to ask my assistant to start the fire at once. I say, some light, please. This door is odd. I don't remember having this placed in my home either. I say, anyone? This door is stuck.
Know that your words will not be heard in this place.
Oh, forgive me. I wouldn't have raised my voice if I'd known someone was so close. This door seems to be stuck. Really, quite embarrassing. Could you...
My door is sealed as well. Garius will come for you soon enough.
Garius? That's not the name of my assistant.
Garius is the master of the 5th tower, and you are alive because he requires your assistance, as he once asked for mine.
I'm sorry. I can't see you too well at this angle. Whatever do you mean? I'm always willing to help anyone, you know.
In this matter, you should choose death, for your sake and the sake of this plane. Garius seeks knowledge of an ancient Ilfarn ritual that will grant him the power of the King of Shadows. But his understanding of the ritual is narrow.
I can help there. Knowledge is something of a hobby of mine. Perhaps I could shed some light on the trouble, especially if it involves books or cryptic rituals. I will say that this Garius fellow chose a poor place to do it. This hardly looks like it was part of the Ilfarn Empire at all.
It is not, but power lies deep within the stones of this structure. It is one of the sites of the war against the King of Shadows when he touched this plane long ago. Part of him still resides here and grants strength to his worshippers.
Well, no good comes from tinkering around with ancient powers. All this ritual nonsense doesn't sound very wise.
It is madness. But with the madness comes power, and Garius will not turn away.
Or Gith Yankee. Or Gith NC. They're both basically the same creature, but different philosophies. Both evil, though. Well, that was a fun little cut scene that I didn't care to see, really. It really didn't matter in the end. I love how that wall glitches out almost every time. Alright, Kingy. I heard there was a battle at the Moonstone Mask. Is Malia? She has been killed by a sorcerer, one who can summon demons. That is terrible news. Without her, the 9 are weakened tremendously, and she will be missed. The killer. Were you at least able to catch him? No, he eluded capture. Then it seems there is a little more to be done. I can dispatch the many starred cloaks to the Moonstone Mask and Siren's home to look for clues. But as for what they can turn up, I do not know. It looks like justice has been denied this day. Nonetheless, you are to be congratulated for saving Lord Siren's life. What would you have me do next? There's no point in yelling at him. If there was a trail, I would ask you to track down the murderer. But without one, I fear we will have to bide our time. And another matter has recently been brought to our attention. It seems that we have an even larger problem with Neverwinter than we first thought. Whoa, whoa, what happened? I hope we are not intruding. It seems Neverwinter is quite active of late. I said I would send for you later after I am done here. My apologies, my Lord Asher. Oh, this person. But the conversation before was a bit brief, and I did not think it would be best for both our cities to wait any longer. Forgive my impatience. Ah, is this the harborman? The squire I have heard so much about? Whoever she is powerful, and she's masking it well, too. I am familiar with your exploits, and as exceptional as they are, I am certain we could spend most of the day discussing them. My lord, if this is an inappropriate time, I will take my leave. No, I want you here. This merits your attention. This is Sydney Natal, our new ambassador from Luskin. Oh, that chick. She arrived earlier, and I had hoped to speak to you privately before the 3 of us met. Her associate is Krevlar, I believe. Well met, it is my... Krevlar is of no consequence. He is here to assist me, and silently. The news I bring concerns you, Lord Asher, and I, most of all... So it is fitting you have arrived. I hope to speak to you before leaving in any event. What is someone from Luskin doing here? Of course I'm listening. Sure, don't trust you, because you're the one that's in league with taking out Quora, but whatever. There's been a miscommunication, so I've traveled from Luskin to straighten certain matters out. If they were left to rumor, gossip, or surface appearance, they might be misconstrued. You have recently heard trouble with those you believe affiliated with Luskin, when in fact they are not connected to or supported by us. And who... indeed, go on. There are 4 towers in Luskin, each ruled by a skilled mage, and we 4 work tirelessly to aid Luskin and his people. But there is a self-styled master of the 5th tower, who, as his title suggests, has overstepped his bounds. This mage is a man by the name of Garius. Black Garius, I believe, is yet another title he uses. Silly, really, but he really does believe he casts a longer shadow than he does. Nevertheless, he has been quite industrious as late. Almost as industrious as you, my dear harborman, but he is not affiliated with our city or its interests, unlike you and your long-standing ties to service in Neverwinter. And what has he been up to that should concern me? Ambassador Natal informed me earlier that she believes Black Arius began the war with their island neighbor Ruitham. Yes, and it has served as a convenient means to distract Luskin from its real priorities. Regardless, Ruitham was an aggressor for quite some time, so no action needed to be taken regardless. I believe the Lord's Alliance would have taken exception to that, as do I. I'm certain they would have, my lord, but since Ruitham attacked us first, it is our responsibility to deal with their aggression and quickly. You can expect little else from island barbarians, really. You see, Ruitham believed that Luskin, had stolen a precious artifact from them, a book called the Tome of Iltkazar. Powerful artifact. Not only can its sudden disappearance lead to nations' war, but in the wrong hands can be used to channel tremendous power. Then how can we reclaim it? That is a matter we feel best left to Neverwinter. The matter is a domestic one, as it turns out. But that is not all that concerns us. We believe that Black Arius has made an alliance with someone known as the King of Shadows, a man or creature of whom we know little. Garius was no doubt able to steal the tome of Ilkhazar with help from his ally, and use it to bolster his armies with golems awakened by the tome. So he came here to tell us of the golem army? No, unfortunately his ambitions do not end there. We have received word that he intends to perform a powerful ritual within the lands of Neverwinter, with knowledge he has stolen from the very King of Shadows he serves. I have heard of the loss of your local sage, Aldenon, but I suspect he is a part of this. I knew it all along. He is not guilty of being Garius' compatriot. If that is your belief, I think in such an instance a kidnapping would not have been needed. I suspect he was kidnapped to provide the last of the missing pieces to the ritual. A ritual that will steal power from the King of Shadows and grant it to Garius. Yes, we know all this from the cutscenes. The exact powers granted are not known to me or my fellow mages, which is further cause for concern. But I have told you all I know. So what will Luskan do now? We felt it was not only our duty to clear up any ties you might believe exist between Luskan and this criminal, but also inform you of his whereabouts, and his forces are in the ruined castle, Crossroad Keep within Neverwinter lands. Normally Luskan would not hesitate to take action against such a criminal, but with the confusion that has already occurred, we felt it was best to advise Lord Nasher and you of the situation and allow you to do what you feel is best. Why Crossroad Keep, and in Neverwinter territory? It is difficult to explain to someone not skilled in the arcane arts. Crossroad Keep was the site of a great battle in the past, the one against the King of Shadows in fact, that much we have been able to uncover. We believe that some of the power from the battle has his essence perhaps allows them a stronger tie to the King of Shadows. The ritual is performed there, but there is our best guess. Don't care about that. Then we should take action at once. I don't care about... What? Yes, we should take action, but we're not done here. Does anyone here really believe Luskan knew nothing about Ember? Nothing? My dear girl, I would be careful with such words, lest you offend me. I have come in good faith, and you are in danger of throwing it back in my face. Yeah, I'm gonna push that. That is correct, and all you have is my word. As your squire... I am sorry, squire of a squire, has indicated, that does not seem to be enough. The matter of Luskan and Ember is for me to decide. We both are aware of this threat. Black Garius represents... Oh, yeah, blah. If Luskan is interested in peace and cooperation, it is for the good of Neverwinter to respect that intention. If it's good for Neverwinter and his people, very well. Oh, God, lost far with her. Can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how you protect your own people, when it's convenient? Chandra Gerald, the strength of Neverwinter comes from its citizens, and you have shown me that now. But listen to me, there are greater threats to Neverwinter as we speak. What happened at Ember is unfortunate, but I believe that one responsible has been punished for that crime. If we carry the accusation further to Luskan, I do not believe it is warranted, and furthermore, I am the one who sets policy in this court. This is not about one man or one village, this is about Neverwinter, and it's about protecting what exists. Lord Nasher, I had a friend, Elaine at Ember, who barely escaped, but so many others. I know, and I am sorry for their loss, but unless this Garius is stopped, I fear another tragedy will occur much greater than what occurred at Ember. Justice will come for those in time, but not today. And I need you to accept it. That we all have burdens to bear, and if they must be carried so that the people in Neverwinter may be safe, that is what must be done. Lord Nasher, Ambassador Nattle, Crossroad Keep, I fear that. Silence, Kralvar. Do not make me remind you again. Lord Nasher, forgive me, but Black Garius may have begun the ritual. Quick action is needed. I have done what I could to inform you of what we know. It is up to you to act if you wish. And Harborman is further proof of my good faith and the good faith of Luskan. Rest assured I will keep looking for information on this King of Shadows, and any proof I can bring that Luskan had no involvement with Ember. I imagine such proof will come in time. Yes, girl, in fact I know it will. Thank you, 3, for hearing me. I realize these are difficult times for Neverwinter, and it was not my intention to bring another, but Luskan could not remain silent while this threat to its southern neighbor loomed. Farewell. I have already dispatched the many Stark cloaks and troops to Crossroad Keep, and I want you to go as well. Garius must be stopped. I want you to leave as soon as you're able to to travel. Rescue Aldenon, and you are to do everything in your power to stop this ritual. Alright. Excellent. I'm glad I can count on you. Be careful, blah blah blah. Crossroad Keep. It is now Gary's stronghold, as the ambassador has said. It's likely well defended, not only with soldiers, but with magics as well. Nice. I wish she would let that guy speak. He'd probably give us more information, but whatever. Let's go to Crossroad Keep, because that's our next one. I don't think we actually beat Garius here, but because we're only on Act 2 still. And there's an Act 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. I thought there was 4, but there's actually 3. And we're about near the end of Act 2, I believe. And Act 3 goes pretty quick, so from what I remember. Now we get to run down the hill. Yay! Running around. Okay. Where's Crossroad Keep? This it? Yep. And it's the new thing on our map. So, time to charge. Oh, another cutscene.
The chamber is ready, Master Garius. The ritual may begin whenever you wish.
Very well. Where are the Shadow Priests?
They took their leave, Master, once they were done preparing the chamber for the ritual.
Deal with them when we are done here. After this night, we shall have no further use for them, or their King of Shadows.
It shall be as you command, Garius.
Then let us begin the ritual. Order the rest of the Brotherhood here at once. After all, we wouldn't want to keep Neverwinter waiting.
Yes, we would. Crossroad Keep. Crossroad Keep. Come on, load. Load, load, load. Hey, there it is. Oh yeah, this is the one that we do take over. And then have to repair and use it as our own. I remember this. Oops, somebody's dead in the field.
That farmer. They didn't even bury him. They just left him for the vultures. Why would they do this? It's monstrous.
Well, he'll get a proper burial once we're done here.
Thank you. This poor man deserves as much.
I'm with the many-starred cloaks. This way, quickly, before you give us away.
You guys are standing in a field. You do realize that, right? And not very armored.
The Luskins changed guard shifts around this time, moving men in and out of the keep. We can't waste any time. We were able to translate some of the writing in that journal you recovered from Arvon. And if we're right, something very bad is taking place in there. I recommend we strike hard and fast, hopefully taking them by surprise and disrupting their plans.
Okay. Okay, what are we up against?
Around 20 Luskin soldiers in the courtyard, most of them asleep, and a handful more inside the keep. The Arcane Brotherhood wizards will be more of a challenge, but we can handle them.
Well, you're not certain of the Brotherhood's numbers?
Luskin is just probing our defenses. The hostile wouldn't risk too many wizards on this sort of mission.
Okay, I see. Then let's get to it.
Looks like there's still some time before the next shift change. So let's sit back and let them sleep a little longer, shall we? It's time! The Luskins are opening the doors. Ready?
No. But I guess we'll go. Let's do this! Come on. I'm ready. Stay close and follow me. Because I'm awesome. We're going to lose a lot of these guys.
Pray.
Let's see what they're made of!
Why are you using so many big spells? That's not necessary. Into the building! Yeah, I think we break this place apart. Or it's not really well kept. and then we take it over. I think Lord Nasher grants it to us. Hey, look, Lux skins. Wow, fireballs everywhere.
The doors! Get to the doors!
We're under attack! You men, get back in there and seal the doors!
Nope, we won't get to it in time.
Rally to me! Push these dogs back!
Gotta see what's going on here. Okay, who can we fight? A war priest? Kill the war priest. And he's dead. And he's dead. And now. I am confused. Yes. Awesome. It's alright. Oh, it broke. Let's go take out this archer. That's one dead archer. Damn it. Nath, Sevon, I want those doors open now. Sorry about the delay. This should only take a moment. It's alright. Battles are usually unpredictable. Val, we're being counterspelled. I don't think we're going to be able to open the doors from the side. Wonderful. Looks like the Brotherhood has a few tricks of its own. Well, it won't save them once we get inside. Trust me. Alright, backup plan. I know this keep has an escape tunnel somewhere. I want you to find the tunnel exit and use it to get inside the keep. Once you're inside, kill whichever wizards are counterspelling our spells so we can open the doors. The tunnel entrance would be in the mountains far beyond these walls, where the invaders would be unlikely to look. I will mark the likely region on your map. Wait here and don't do anything stupid. Okay. I'll go have a look around then. Make it fast, Tyrolan. Looks like the weather's about to turn against us. Alright. So they put a map. I like how it's a little town. Wow, there's a lot of people to loot. Alright, well, we'll go loot these guys. Why the hell not? Take your stuff. Wow. An unidentified bastard sword. Cape of the Fire Bath. Okay, we'll have to look at that. Pots. Stuff that doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, wow. I can't even identify that son of a bitch. Where's the cape? Resist fire, universal saving throws. You know what? Let's do that. Alright. I can't carry any more inventory stuff. What are you talking about? Am I really that full? Wow, I am. Holy crap, I didn't think I was that full.
Let me lead the way.
What?
You follow behind.
Blah,
What's
blah.
going on?
What?
Oh, I put
What's going
it
on?
on her.
Yes.
You got pretty good strength. You can carry weapons. You're only carrying 26 pounds of crap. Here, have those spellcraft ones. We're gonna make you our really expensive item holder. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I don't want to get rid of that. A lot of the stuff we just need to get rid of. Unique item, unique item, unique item. Probably don't need those anymore. Unique short bow. Orcish medallion. Dead. For the cleric when we finally get her. It's pretty much everything. Oh, Lady Mist. Eldon's Lucky Coin. Glorious Revolution. This thing. And Amulet of the Harpers. Everything else we can hold on to for now. How you doing for weight, buddy? Oh, fine.
What?
You're fine. We'll take this healer kit. We'll run the hell out of here. How do we get out of here? Oh, we can just do this. Okay. And we're on the outside. Let's go ahead and rest for a moment. Oh, there was a guy we didn't loot. Or we did, and... Nope, we didn't. Alright, all the way out to the edge. Yeah, they just pretty much slaughtered everybody out here. didn't they? I don't remember being this full. Maybe I'm still thinking of the first one. But I know in one of the 2 Neverwinters, you get a keep and you have to build it up. Maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the first one. Alright, let's travel to this crossroad keep. And then we'll save when we get there, because I'm not thinking. Save. Save. Vid 26. Crossroad. Road keep. There we go. Nope. There's a tunnel right away. Nice. Come on, guys. We got stuffs to kill. We got to put our pointy swords into things and make them dead. Probably some kind of creatures in here. Come on, guys. Hey, look, stag beetles. I only triggered a trap. Effortless. That was simple enough. Am I stuck? I am. I'm stunned. And the battle's still happening, so... Oh, now I'm not stunned. Don't know why I keep all this stuff. As you can tell, my voice is starting to get crackly. So I apologize if that is annoying. I do have water here, but that does very little when your voice is about ready to go. I'm just going to check around these corners, make sure there's nothing in here. Nothing to grab. Nothing to loot. Fire beetles. That sucks. Web trap. And bombardment beetles. And they're dead. And there's still more stuff in there. Ooh, I need that ore though. Let's grab that first. The fact that we keep finding ore though makes me wonder if we do have to build that place up. But who knows? Okay, everybody, get over here. I want to rest. Because we've used quite a number of spells. No, I don't want to hit that button. No, enemy's too close. Whatever. Keep going! Kill them all. Oh, well, no wonder. There's a fire beetle right here. Very dead fire beetle. These things are pretty effortless. Yeah, we are destroying these. Or are you really out of magic? Yeah, we're getting 4 experience points for each one of these kills. There we go. Resting. She might be out of spells, because we did have a couple of battles there where... Well, we rested when we got out, didn't we? Whatever. Oh, no.
Something you want?
Yeah, go get that. Thank you.
Very well.
Very well. I really need to start delegating stuff to other people. Yep. Don't care. As long as it's not a stun trap, I really could care less. Really couldn't care less. Sorry. Physical damage really doesn't do much to me.
Prepare to become one.
Unless it's a lot. Like, that guy did 20 damage twice. And that's a very dead beetle. Let us continue on. Don't know what that spell was. But we successfully fortitude saved against it. Ooh, that could be... Oh, what is that? A bone spider? Ooh, that thing is ugly. And somebody is dazed. And that thing's very dead. Let's see what's on the table. Ooh, wand of sleep. An unidentified short sword that I can't identify right now. Spear I can't identify either. Let's see. Inventory. So many items we can't identify. Oh, that's a bastard sword +2. There you go. Can't identify that.
Follow me.
What was the one that I gave you that we couldn't identify? Or did I not give it to you? Huh. Or do I still have it? Usually it's green, like this. Here, have a wand of sleep. An unidentified spear. Really should have gave her identify when we leveled up, but whatever. We can do that next time. I swear there was a sword that I couldn't identify. What's this? Weapon of life stealing. That's really, really nice. I want this. If I can find these things, I would totally do that.
Yes.
I think there's
Something
a place that you can actually eventually go through everything and redo over and over to get stuff. But I'm not sure. I swear there was something that was unidentified, a weapon. But I don't see it right now, and it's bugging me. Okay, well, if we do that and drive me nuts. Unidentified spear.
Yes.
I am listening.
Maybe we did identify it. I just...
You follow behind.
Okay, hold on. We'll grab these remains. It had thieves' tools on it. The bloody spider had thieves' tools on it. Whatever. Ooh, armor. Unidentified armor. Armor of thorns. This is a studded leather armor. Vampiric touch. Whoopee. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Another magic wand. Magic missiles. There you go, girly. That's everything. There's enemies nearby? Really? Alright. Let's go kill the last of whatever's in here. Another bone spider. 80 by 12. Wow, we are just... Wow, disintegrate. Good job. Good job. Come on, gimme. Nothing? Okay. Anything else in here before we leave? Okay, we'll rest before we go upstairs. Save. 6 going inside. Here we go. Okay. Hey, look. Eldenon's in here. Hey, Eldenon. Oh, I say, I remember you. You were the one with those interesting silver shards. Although I'm afraid I'm not certain if I introduced myself the first time we met. Did I? Yes, you did, Eldenon. Excellent. Good to see you. I haven't completely forgot my manners. Tend to be a little forgetful at times, you know. I'm aware. We're here to rescue you. Oh, yes, that's right. I was captured, wasn't I? Truth be told, I totally forgot about it. They gave me these tomes and some peace and quiet, and, well, I suppose I just lost track of time. You see these books? They're all concerned with some sort of horrific ritual. Something about bringing shadows and power to all the recipients involved. I haven't gotten all the details down yet. Wanted to do a thorough study first, but it seems terribly threatening. Don't care for it at all. Why would they have these books? I suspect they intend to invoke the dark arts. If so, they'd best be careful. The slightest disruption could have lethal consequences. Mark my words, it always pays to triple check all your wards and post guards to prevent interruptions if you ever plan on doing something of the sort. You know, it does remind me of this one time where I had to let my wards down to let a messenger in, and this kidnapper struck. We don't have time for this. Well, now, I don't know if there's any hurry to leave, really. I'm certainly not concerned, and there's all these wonderful books. Granted, my captors may have had an unusual way of getting my attention, but they didn't seem to want to hurt me once they had me. They were quite civil. What did they want with you? Well, to talk, really, about the same things we're discussing, if I recall correctly. That Black Garriot fellow was very interested in the King of Shadows. Or was it Black Garius? Oh, no matter. He was a little disappointed I couldn't tell him much, but he was kind and said he'd let me think it over, see if anything popped in my head before he lopped it off. Lopped it off? Oh yes, but he was smiling when he said it, so I doubt he meant it seriously. As I said, clever fellow, quite the wit. Asher could take some lessons, really. Was there anything else? Oh, well, we discussed the shards, of course, talked about quite a bit about those, how the more you have, the greater the resonance, and how you have them all, and he should hunt you down to get them all? Actually, we had some good conversations. They asked very pointed questions, not at all like an interrogation, and no torture was involved. They could be performing this ritual right now. Oh, I doubt they're doing anything of the sort. I told them that it would be unwise, might cause untold damage, well, to everyone except themselves. They seemed to agree, and were quite receptive to my advice. The young people worry too much about your elders. We are not the ones running headlong into dangers all the time. They lied to you. Look, how do we stop this ritual? Well, stopping it would be easy. Simply do what you young people do best. Kick down the door and make a lot of noise, like my gardener after one too many swigs from his wineskin. If they're summoning something, we need to stop them. Well, like I said, or think I said, I don't know if they'd actually try to do the ritual. It would be a foolish thing to do, very dangerous. They would need a lot of room and privacy for the ritual, so I would simply find a large room with heavy doors and a lot of chanting. That should be the one. Then I'm gonna go find them, get out of here, and warn Neverwinter. Well, alright, as long as I could come back later. You know, save these books, I mean. They even have a copy of the Tome of Vile Dark... Get out of here and warn Neverwinter now. Alright, I'll leave at once. I didn't want to be a dick to him, but he doesn't listen. This whole ruckus is probably about nothing as usual, just like my kidnapping in Black Lake. Yeah, that wasn't about nothing, dude. Okay, there's a... Oh, his bookcase. Let's see. Ancient Art of Golem Craft. Cool. Oh, cool. Huh, okay, that's new. Well, let's keep going, folks. Quite a number of items in here. Items that we don't possibly need, but still gonna take. Let's go through this door. Hey, look, people, let's kill them. Yep, I ran past you all for a very, very purpose reason. I don't want you counter casting against these guys anyway. One dead. Wow, 30 damage. Go Tyrolan. And that means everybody else can come in. Nice work. Don't suppose you left any for us. What? And give up some of the fun? Not likely. So I see. In any case, we still need to find Aldenon and the rest of the Arcane Brotherhood. Aldenon's safe and heading back to Neverwinter. Glad to hear it. Now we should... What's going on? I feel weak. It's probably Black Arius' ritual. We need to stop it. Black Arius here? Our chances against him are slim, and I'm being optimistic. We still need to stop him. You're right. Of course. Lead the way. Alright. Yeah, that sucks. Anything cool? Ooh, a water air... Weak air essence. That's cool. Ooh, Crossroad Keep. A Bloodstone. Those are good for stuff. Bolts of Frostbite. Like I said, I'm just looting for now. I'll spread everything out later. Arc Skin. Dead people. Can we rest? Yes, we can! Okay, where do we have to go? Oh, that door probably. Save. Ritual. Alright, we got 15 minutes, so hopefully this doesn't last more than that. Hey look, Shadow Priests that want to talk to us. You may not pass, Tyrolan Uthmater. Our king forbids it. Garius will be reborn this night. Reborn? What are you talking about? Reborn in darkness, and freed from his mortal shell. Garius will join the King of Shadows, become one with the eternal darkness, ever living, ever serving. Is Garius aware of this? Garius seeks power, and he will have it. The price is mere obedience. He'll have nothing if I stop the ritual. Come forth, brothers and sisters. Help us in the name of your king. Yeah, they're all gonna cast right away.
Prepare to become
Ow, 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 ow. Wow, whoever did that was awesome. Wow. They killed him in seconds. Ooh. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay. Who's gonna be the scroll holder?
Yes.
Not
Follow
you.
me, everyone.
You are.
Grab a buddy and let's head out.
Scroll, 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 scroll. I don't know if I have you holding the arcane ones or not. Yes, I am. Crap. I want to change it up real quick. She's going to hold all the arcane ones for Sand when I get a chance to give them all to him. Not that it's really necessary for him to have them, because I really don't care. These ones that we want to sell are going to go to him. Okay. We still have those two unidentified. Ooh, what's this? 1d6, simple druid monk, +1 and ability. Oh, ability drain. That's insane. Not that we really need some. Oh, great, a broken item. Thanks. A couple of unidentified things. Did I not pick up everything? We don't know what the amulet does. Awesome. We'll see. Where did it go? There's the amulet. I need to get my lore up, guys. And the other one was a cloak of protection versus good. Not like we're fighting a lot of good. An identified scroll of dominate. Another dominate person. And summon creature. Awesome. Oh, one last thing. And a war mace +1. Whatevs. Okay, so we got a couple of cells. We got a door going down. Well, let's open up the cells. That was Eldenon's room. Ooh, there's a hidden crate here. Stop missing. Wow, that had a lot of stuff in it. Let's talk to you. What is that? It's got a lot of power emanating from it. I'd watch it. I don't know what's wrong with that door, but it's either really good or, considering our luck, probably really, really bad. Let's worry about getting it open later. We still have more fighting ahead. Yeah, that's where the cleric is, I think. The cleric we need to fight. Or, release. Hey, no, you're not holding arcane ones. She is. What? You can sell that one. Arcane. I'm doing that on purpose so I can separate them out for later. And give him the sand when he needs them. Alright. Ooh, why are all these guys down here? Okay. Wow, there's so much stuff. Sorry, folks. Brotherhood Journal. Okay, that really doesn't mean much to me. I don't care. More identified scrolls. More stuff that I can't pick up. Let's see, Word of Faith. You're selling that. Some creature 5. Space crushing hand. Okay. Oh yeah, you're holding all the equipment too that we know of. Oops. Yeah. Crap. Hold on. Stuff we want to sell does not go with him. Goes with her for now. She can't hold much. That's just a bastard sword +2. Yeah, that's all the unique stuff. He gets unique stuff. Remember that, brain. That's actually unique, and that's unique. We just can't identify them. Okay. More scrolls, please. Oh. Dominate person, arcane, arcane, arcane. Cloud kills arcane. Lesser being. Yeah, we're getting a lot of doubles now, but that's okay. Was that 4,000 gold? That was 4,000 gold, folks. Wow. We'll just put this over this. We're doing alright. Alright. Let's see. Anything else in this room that we can loot? Okay, so there's a blade golem up ahead. You know what? Let's try this. This doesn't look good. Looks like we finally have a decent fight on our hands. Bring that thing down. Right. Yeah, these things are not good. Shield golems suck. Wow. Never mind. We just absolutely and utterly annihilated it. Ghost spellcasters. doubt we can rest down here. That was a really waste of a spell, but it was really cool. Alright, so this video may go over because I'm going to enter this room. I have 10 minutes on this video, but it may go over, so sorry folks if it does. Here's the room.
You four, ignore them. Keep concentrating. The rest of you, kill them.
Okay, so we got a Luskan champion. We're going to take out the mages as fast as we can, because this could be bad quick. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, no, he's not. He just disappeared. That one's dead.
Prepare to become dead.
That one's dead. Let's go kill that guy. Oh, that guy got interrupted. I think that's the only guy left that we have to worry about. So this Luskan champion. He keeps slipping on the grease. Ooh, there's a fireball. Fireballs are bad. That one's dead.
Idiots, you're not focusing.
Yeah, that's bad for him. So they're gonna start dying.
What have you done to me?
Not much, but you're dead. Okay, what does that say? What in the hell's is going on in here? We done what we've earned our swords this... Well done. We've earned our swords this day, I think. Would have been nice to crush Garius ourselves, but it's little more satisfying for him to be undone by his own ritual. The power here is what I felt at the heart of the mare, and almost as strong. We have stopped this ritual, but we should remain on our guard. Shadow still touches this place, and these bodies. We need to report back to Nashor immediately and tell our Neverwinter and tell our Nashor what has happened. We should search for anything important the Brotherhood might have left us behind first. Make it fast. Return to me when you're ready to go. Alright. Yes. Loot everybody. Because of this. Do we have any room left on me? I highly doubt it, but we'll see. We got Gargoyle Boots. Plus 2 AC, a dodge modifier. And... wow. You know what? Screw tumbling. Can we actually... oh, it works! We have a 30 AC, folks! Oh, man. And plus Fortitude saves, plus Stone Skin if I want to use it, but I really don't care. I could care less. Some more stuff. And we still have room. Fist of the Legion. Wow, it's a really nice mace, but you will be holding that. Tower shield plus 2.
Yes.
Guess what you get, Chandra? New tower shield. Congratulations. Wait, did that even up you? Yep, it did. 26. What do we got here? Famous citizens of the Sword Coast. Doesn't really do much for me, but I will take all that I can hold. It's a piece of crap book. Dead Lieutenant. Unidentified ring, which is a ring of clear thought plus 2. So plus 2 intellect. We'll give that to you because you're always in the party. So I'm still freaking out here. Unidentified scroll. Black tentacles. Wand of fear. We didn't pick up everything, did we? Oh, we may have, because he's gone. Anybody else that's lootable? You still have stuff on you? Kukri. Plus 1. Who's the selling bee?
Yes.
I think it's you. Yes, you are. Very well. Some more lootable stuff. Another wand of paralyzation. And then Garius. What do you have on you? Ooh, what's this give me? Plus 1 attack, and damage is magical 1. Okay, first off, that's a crafting book. This is not. What's this ring? What's a ring of power? Plus 1 regeneration, cold fire and resistance. We have a +4 ring of regeneration, which I don't think they stack. This is a ring of insight, which gives me a lore bonus. So...
That's something you want.
What do you have? Ring of Scion. Yep. Switch that out, because that's pointless. Is there anything else to loot? Did any of the guys get out of the door? No. Okay. Where is he? There we go. Val. Yes, let's go. 7. Get some men down here to haul this Luskan filth out of the keep. Should we bury them, sir? Don't bother. Just pile them up and burn them. And see if we can't get that glowing door upstairs open as well. Don't want to leave any surprises for the next tenant. Which is me, I believe, if I remember correctly. Wow, okay. We still have about 4 minutes left of this video. Should have saved it there. Shoot. Time to have a long talk. Yep, he came back. Of course they came back in shadow wraith things. Burning them is what does it. Wonderful. You knew it wouldn't be that easy. There's still one more chapter left. Loading. Loading. This takes forever.
Forgive me, Master Aldenon. I'm afraid I do not understand.
Very well. Let us set aside the broader metaphor of the stone and narrow our attention to the fact that it has been cleft in two, which, while not a fact, is a smaller metaphor than the first. You see, at first glance, the two halves both appear as separate stones, but they were both once one stone, yet not. Do you follow?
Ah, welcome. I was just speaking with Master Aldenon concerning one of the prisoners you recovered from Garius. A woman, but not of Neverwinter or Luskan, or even perhaps this plane of existence. The prisoner has asked for you, personally. I was hoping you might be able to help us out concerning her identity, or her intentions. Aldenon has a theory, but I'm afraid...
If you both would simply listen! The comparison to a rock, a big rock, is a simple one, almost perfect. This prisoner you have, it seems that she is of the same stone as the Githyanki, but yet she is not. You see, both were once one people. At one time, even though time is a very difficult thing to measure depending on the plane. And that's not counting time in the astral plane or on...
Forgive me, Aldenon. Is this prisoner a threat or not?
Oh, I don't know that. I do know that the Githzerai and the Githyanki have been in a state of war for millennia.
She's Githzerai.
It is common knowledge.
Of course, an oversight on my part.
So, I should think if your young lieutenant here, well met again by the way, you seem to be everywhere, is hunted by the Githyanki, then the Githzerai and this Githzerai prisoner would be allies by default. But I could be mistaken. I suppose we could see if she tries to kill any of us. But that test has numerous procedural flaws in its execution, if you will pardon the semantics. She seemed reasonable enough when we spoke together in Crossroad Keep, but there was a foot of stone between us, which is notoriously hard for a blade to cut through to kill someone on the other side. And speaking of Crossroad Keep, I am rather anxious to return there, so if you would both excuse me, I will set out there at once to see if we can dig anything out of the library there. Good day, and I hope the prisoner doesn't attempt to kill you. She didn't seem the type, but you know how assassins are.
Despite the advice of Master Aldenon, I think it would be best if you simply spoke to the prisoner and let this matter sort itself out, without further speculation.
I felt your presence before my eyes fell upon you, Kalakcha. Step forward. Let me look upon you.
They said you asked for me by name.
Your name? Your name is not how I know you. Know this name our enemies have draped upon you. This Kalakcha. Its sound travels far, even reaching the ears of my people. At first, my people thought our enemies had erred, that they did not know that of which they speak. But here, now, as you stand in my presence, I see the truth. I did not think it possible, but the key by which you may know yourself lies within you. I know much of the problems that beset your people and mine. The reason behind these attacks upon your heart and home. You will have no greater ally in this than I. In exchange for my aid, it is my will I be freed, so that I might travel with you and aid you against these enemies.
Why do you wish to travel with me?
This cell is abhorrent to me. It is a shackle of stone encasing me. It causes memories of the ways of the Illithids to surface in my mind. I have borne this indignity because I knew that it would bring you to me, and a greater truth will be known.
So in exchange for what you know, you only ask to travel with me.
I heard you were here. You fought bravely, and we took them almost completely by surprise. You are to be commended, both for your efforts and the lives spared this day. Had you not been there, we would have many less brave men standing with us today, along with what may be the key to taking this battle to our enemies.
In freeing me, know you have gained more than you ever would have torn from the lips and thoughts of our enemies.
Then speak. Aldenon does not think you are allied with these enemies, these Githyanki, and his word carries weight with me, fortunately for you.
Then know the trade between us is this. Release me from this prison. Let my path become that of the Kalakcha. In return, I will grant you the knowing of this threat, and all the darkness its shadow casts.
We promise an honest hearing, and if your tale rings true, we will grant your freedom.
Then listen to me, and know this threat for what it is. But we cannot do it here, in this prison, where my words echo, and the shadows fall thick around us.
And why should we allow your freedom until we hear what you have to say?
Because if you deny me that, then anything I can do to aid you will prove useless. I seek to know this plane, this world that I am to help you save, and to speak honestly to it, so that it might hear what strikes at its heart. And that means that I must see your lands, what you would spill blood for, and what you have spilled blood for.
Then I know of just the place where you can see what we fight for. Make your way back to Crossroad Keep as soon as you are able. I shall meet you there.
Okay. Okay, so we get a choice of people to bring with us. I think we have to bring some blah blah. So here's the problem. I'm only allowed to bring certain people, right? Well, I want to bring not Nishka. I want to bring... Where are you? Alini. I want to bring Cora, because she's really good. Okay, accepting the party. So, basically, what we need to do at this point... Why are you encumbered? You might be encumbered. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to end the video here, folks. I'm going to do some selling and rearranging of party members and getting them all their equipment they need. Even the ones I don't use, and we will meet you up in the next video. So this is Tyrolan saying, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Video 26, equip time, because we have to deal with the cleric that's now in my party, and we will see you in the next one. This is Tyrolan signing off.